Spain, once a global powerhouse with vast colonial territories and immense wealth, has seen a significant decline in its economic fortunes over the centuries. While it may be an oversimplification to attribute Spain's financial losses to a singular cause, a series of historical events, economic mismanagement, and geopolitical shifts have played pivotal roles in shaping its current economic landscape. The Spanish Empire, a tale of lost glory. The roots of Spain's financial decline can be traced back to the days of its vast empire. During the 16th and 17th centuries, Spain controlled a vast colonial empire that stretched from the Americas to Asia. It was the principal European power and had access to immense wealth from gold, silver, and other precious resources. However, this abundance of riches led to complacency and overspending, which would eventually pave the way for economic turmoil. The economic effects of imperial overreach. As Spain's empire expanded, so did its expenses. Maintaining colonies, waging wars, and constructing grand palaces and cathedrals strained the country's finances. The inflow of wealth from the colonies was substantial but often mismanaged. Instead of investing in industries and modernizing its economy, Spain relied heavily on imported goods and luxury items, further draining its coffers. The Dutch Revolt and decline of trade dominance. In the 17th century, the Dutch Revolt played a crucial role in Spain's economic decline. The Dutch successfully fought for their independence from Spanish rule and established a dominant position in global trade. This significantly reduced Spain's control over trade routes and led to a decline in revenues from its colonies. The costs of war and borrowing. Spain's involvement in various costly wars, including the 80 Years' War, the War of Spanish Succession, and the Napoleonic Wars, further strained its finances. To finance these conflicts, Spain had to rely on borrowing heavily, accumulating significant debt that it struggled to repay. The cost of servicing this debt, coupled with declining revenues, exacerbated Spain's economic woes. The loss of colonies. The 19th century marked a series of independence movements across Spain's colonies in the Americas. One by one, these territories declared their independence, resulting in the loss of a vast source of wealth and income. By the early 19th century, Spain had lost almost all of its American colonies, leaving a massive void in its finances. The Spanish Civil War and Franco's dictatorship. The Spanish Civil War, 1936–1939, was another significant blow to Spain's economy. The conflict was marked by widespread destruction and the loss of life, and the country's infrastructure was severely damaged. After the war, General Francisco Franco's dictatorship focused on maintaining control rather than modernizing the economy, leading to decades of economic stagnation. The transition to democracy and European integration. It was only in the late 20th century, with the transition to democracy and Spain's integration into the European Union, that the country began to see some economic improvement. EU funds and economic reforms helped stabilize the economy and set it on a path of recovery. Conclusion. Spain's loss of wealth is a complex story intertwined with its imperial ambitions, mismanagement of resources, and a series of historical events. While it once held a position of unparalleled global influence, a combination of factors, including wars, colonial losses, and economic missteps, gradually eroded its wealth and power. Today, Spain faces new challenges, but it also has the opportunity to learn from its history and build a more sustainable and prosperous future.